What's up, nerds? Godsmaster here, aka G to the 3, and I wanted to show you a deck I built here for Ravnica at War. It's NUllhide Ferrox is broken. Just in case you didn't know, if you have NUllhide Ferrox and you have a Time Twister ability, then some type of draw, I'll show you the deck. Let me just show you the deck. So this is what I'm using for both nodes. I'm using it for both the left node and the right node. You just need green to be able to activate it. So Tamio is my left game. And Sarkhan, the broken butt on the right hand side, is the one that's taking care of that for me. So let me show you his deck. And Stitch in Time. Stitch in Time is a masterpiece. It's great. It's one of the best in Standard right now. I think it rotates out in September. I'm not sure. So as soon as the next rotation happens, it's out. But Chance for Glory is a good substitute for it. Repeated Reverberations is good. It's a rare. Turn to Frog is something I use. Connive is my dig card. I love Connive. NUllhide Ferrox is really the purpose of this deck. While this creature is in play, the cost of your spells and supports is increased by 10. Whenever a player exiles a card from their hand until the beginning of their next turn, this creature loses hexproof, and the cost of your spells and supports is reduced by 10. When this card is discarded by an opposing effect, return it to your hand with full mana. Powerful stuff. All right. So that said, Walking Archive is another kind of beat stick. It's a masterpiece, but you really don't need it. There's a couple other cards you could use that are rares that they do damage whenever you draw or whenever you, or destroys gems, like Avaricious Dragon. You can use that as a substitute here to kind of get some mana gains. But I like Walking Archive because every time you draw a card, he basically gets a +1, a permanent +1/+1, and you draw an extra card each turn because of him. Assure, this is for the achieving the node objectives, which is just getting tokens out. Days Undoing. And then the other side of this is Narset. Narset is a beast. Narset's ability, whenever an opponent draws a card, that player can't draw cards until the end of their turn. So, long story short, you can't do it. And Finale of Revelation is powerful because of the draw factor. But there's a lot of different draw cards you can use. That's enough talk about the deck. Let's actually show you it in use. Let me go ahead and, just in case. Garruk, whatever you guys want to pronounce it as, played by Larry Bird, or a deck built by Larry Bird, played by Greg. Garruk is one of those more challenging planeswalkers you wind up facing in events. When I see Garruk or I see Koth is usually the one, especially for damage objectives. They can get out of hand really quickly. So you want to be careful with them. Also, another one is Kiora and any Sarkhan or Tamio combo decks. If anybody has anything in play like that, they can go pretty quick. This deck is a control deck. It doesn't win fast, it just wins. Now, you would think immediately, okay, we're going to start going after our objectives. Achieving the objectives in this deck is not as important as putting together the combo pieces. I need to go find NUllhide Ferrox ASAP. So I'm going to try to get this card out as soon as possible. I'm actually going to go here and see if we can't build some goodness. Well, that gives, well, he's not playing blue, so that should be good. All right, so we got Repeated Reverberations. Do we need this for anything? We could use that for there. And normally I would kind of just ditch cards out of my hand until I find the cards I'm looking for. I try not to exile anything out of my hands until I've gotten the key pieces I'm looking for, because exiling cards from your hand is actually the point of this deck. Man, there's nothing to do. Come on, you got to give me something. Come on, Gem Creator. Oh, I'm just doing a push. All right, next round. Garruk is definitely one of those guys that he can overwhelm you pretty quickly if you're not careful. All right, so let's go ahead and right now, whilst I'm thinking about it, let's turn that over, flip that. Yeah, let's go there. All right, let's see if we can find a NUllhide. Nada, man, you get nada. So we're gonna ditch both of those because I don't need them. So I'm gonna get to Connive as quickly as possible in hopes of finding the cards that I need to cause this combo to go off quickly. All right, we're in that danger zone area where we have to be careful. In fact, I think I'm going to actually cast my defense there just to keep my defensive walls up. Red, green, blue. Red, green, blue. Red, green, blue. I think I will go... I always hate taking whatever the computer suggests, because it usually sets up for some stupid cascade that Greg gets and winds up destroying your butt with it. So I always try to avoid it whenever I can. That's fine. I figured he had some creature removal. Garruk usually does. Right. Let's see. Okay, let's get this down. Can I cascade that? No, I can't actually. That's all right. I got a double play. We're going to get our Walking Archive out, and I'm actually even going to ditch the Stitch for now. And the challenge is that I'm going to draw a card on his turn, but he's going to be big enough to kill my dude, so it doesn't really matter. That's all right. It's keeping that damage from hitting me is really the important part here. Whilst I dig and dig and dig. All right, come on. Now another little trick here is I'm going to ditch that and that and that. And actually I will keep those, but I'm going to do this. I've got to try to cascade into something strong here. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to go here. And hopefully Garuk Greg over here will take something else. All right, so this is the first time I'm really going to get pounded without any kind of defensive wall in place. I see a blue combo with a possible red. There's NUllhide. Hello, you beautiful beast, you. Man, all right, I'm going to do this here instead. Let's see. Again, this is all about establishing the combo. I'll do this. Okay. All right, well, that's a heck of a way to go. A cascade like Greg. Cascade like Greg. All right, so now I'm not going to get another... Oh, and that's another combo thing. I don't understand why this happens, but it does, and I don't want this puppy to do any damage to me. Yes. Yeah, I don't want any... I can take 9 points of damage, but I don't think I could take that guy there. That's okay. Cool. So we get them twice. I don't know why, but finality to whatever it is, reality or whatever it is. Not now because I need the tokens. Actually, I should have done it. When it's cast with NUllhide on the board, for some reason it powers all the cards up, or a good portion of them, and I don't know why. I think maybe because of the mana bonus or whatever it is. I'm not sure 100%. Another thing too is when you have Narset down, it's another way of playing control, because when Narset's down and you do the whole deal we just did right now, it basically I'll show you. Let me show you. Shall I just show it to you? NUllhide is the critical piece of this puzzle. So there's her. I don't want to cast Walking Archive. I want to. So the first thing I do is I ditch the creatures, because usually that powers up everything, right? I want to hit my objective, so I put this up first. And then I want to somehow charge up bad boy here. What is it? Finale of Revelation is what it is. I always get them mixed up. There's too many of them. All right, so that's a nice little free bit of deal. So we're gonna tune you out since you're the biggest guy. And then we're meeting our objectives. And now Narset's on the board. So let's see if I can get another. Days Undoing. There's one. Let's see if it charges, though. Bam. Look at all of this stuff. Okay, we'll take that. It's another little benefit. You have a little bunch of tokens on their side. Instead of killing them, just take them. Use them. Don't you freeze on me. So this happened to me in the last game where it timed out right here. Okay? And I couldn't stop it. I couldn't do anything. I can click this. This is a known issue. I don't know if it's a known issue. I've already met my objectives, but I can't do anything until it actually loops. The time loop comes through and it says, oh, do you want to stop it? At least it did this a game ago. Let's see if it does it now. I'm actually out picking up some food for barbecue, and I hope this doesn't take too long. Come on, man. Fingers crossed. Let's see. Waiting. I'll pause until it stops. Okay, about probably 7 seconds after I paused the video, the loop detected came on. What you want to do here is you want to hit yes. And when you do that, it stops that broken loop. It's a pain, man. I really wish they'd get this stuff fixed. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and concact, a little concaction. I'm going to ditch that. See, because the loop is broken, it won't let me do anything else. So and it won't probably let me cast those guys. Now, another way to restart your loop if you can, which I'm able to here, I'm teaching you all the little secrets here. You can actually, let's see what we got here. We don't want to do Days Undoing again. We definitely want to do Concoct. Do we want Repeated Reverberation? I don't think we do. I think we want to go here. In fact, I'm going to wait for that. So what you can do is you can actually do a 5 connect, just like that, and then it'll start your timer and everything back over again. Got it? So now, it should have brought a creature back and it didn't. Oh, actually it does. And this is another known thing. If you select tokens, it's going to ask for us to do something to get rid of 2 creatures instead of 1. I just say no, because I don't really care. Days Undoing, do we want to do this? Not now. What else do we got? Not now. I got 3 of them bad boys. You know what? Let's do it now, just so I can demonstrate the Narset bug, or the Narset ability. So I draw all these cards. Again, I fill my hand up. Because of Narset on the board, they only draw 1 card, and that's it. And then it switches to their turn. Actually, I still have another turn. Check me out, like a looter in a riot. All right, and I should be able to start doing my thing again, yes? Bam, okay, there it is. So I don't need 2 of you. I do need... Do I want to do that? Well, actually, technically, I could show you how to eliminate their deal altogether, but I'm not going to. If I were to play it again, it would basically drop their card, and they couldn't draw another card because of the thing we did before. Now I'm going to activate my ability here because I want to get that guy out there. I want to get all my Nullhides on the board so I can start wrecking him down in life points and start winning the game. I want to end this game before another bug glitches it. So this is a control deck. This is what I define as control. I'm in control of everything that's happening right now. I'm going to go ahead and do yes. And the reason I'm doing this is in this way is I'm controlling their hand. I'm controlling the board. They literally have 1 board presence, or 1 item for board presence. Again, I cast that spell and everything's starting to work again right now. I'm going to say not now, not now. And hopefully I get, not turn to frog, not turn to frog. I have 2 extra swaps, so I got that stuff down. So now I can do this. I can demonstrate all of it. Man, you guys get the full Monty here. Let's see. All right, so what is my bonuses? So I've got +7 to blue right now because of my Finale of Revelation. So as that starts to stack, it creates all kinds of plus bonuses for me. In addition to that, you know what I should have done first? I'll do it on the next one, not now. I should have used Narset to pick a card before I exile those other 2 cards. I'm still learning the deck. That way I could pick a card I want, probably another Finale, and then just go from there. But, you know, it's fine. We're going to win. Let's just win. See, that ditches his card. Let's see what we get here. I think I have another turn after this. I got 1 extra swap. And they didn't draw any cards. See that? So that's because of that. So it literally empties their hand and keeps them from being able to do anything fancy-pantsy. Do I have anything down there? I do not have a Walking Archive on the board, which is something I do want. But I'm not going to spend X on that. All right, so this is good. And I want to go beef up my blue ability, or my blue deal. All right, so we're not going to do 2. We will let the other ones ride. And this is basically how you control the board. This is going to take a minute, but I will wind up beating. If I had my Walking Archive on the board right now, then it would be charging everything up. Let's just go ahead and say not now. And I got 1 extra swap, so I'm going to do this, turn that around. I'm going to turn this around. And I'm going to put those 2 puppies first. I'm going to mute that one. Actually, I might not. Let me just go ahead and do this. So my blue advantage now is up to 9. Or my my blue mana bonuses, I should say. So I do the blues, and I concoct. Let's see if I can get a Walking Archive out here, man. I don't need any of these, actually. I will take a Repeated Reverberation. There, we got a Walking Archive. He doesn't have haste, though, so it might take an extra turn to get it down. But long story short, before long, I'm going to wind up beefing them all up. I'm in complete control of this game. He's going to have to cascade something really powerful for me not to just pwn him as a result of what we're doing here. And do I get any extra turn? Because if I do, it's pretty much game over. Not now. Boom. Okay. So next turn I should get it. So now he's got his abilities fired up, and that's the thing with Garruk, is his abilities are capable of just crushing, man. They're really, really strong. Not you. What do I got? You're a 3/3. I could take you, but I got nowhere to put you, and I don't really want you, so let's just ditch that. Let's ditch you. And we can ditch you. We can put this down here. We can turn this puppy around. There we go. We've got that. Okay. And then we've got, let's do this. And we confirm, and we ditch. We don't need you, you, or you. We can take another finale, though. And that's 40. I think we'll be done with this. Let's see, 40, 58, 60, 70. So by the time we're done with this, I should be able to just win. I got to get my walking archive up to, yeah, let's do this. And I think that should do it. I think that should win the game for us. I could have tried to been a little sneakier and try to play some of the other cards. I just want to draw up this guy and end the game. I don't want this to crash. The longer you let your games run, I'm not a fan of playing longer games because there's just so many bugs in the systems from time to time, and it winds up, you can just wind up losing that way. And nothing's worse. I was running perfect in this event, frankly. I went to load a game, it didn't load, so I had to cancel it out no matter what I did to try to retry it. Wouldn't load, I canceled it out, and so I lost that node completely. I didn't even get a chance to play it. And then I went to go play it again, I've hit heal, and I'm like, okay, well, I lost a round, I'm not gonna get the full points of just 5 pinks for this stupid event from a personal level, but fine, I'm just gonna go help my coalition out and go play the next round. Well, I healed, went to enter the game, it didn't give me my healing, it only gave me 12 life, and I wound up losing a second node. So I've lost 2 nodes because of glitches in this game. I almost lost a third, you saw it in this deal, it's really frustrating. So that's it, that's how the deck plays. In my Tamiyo build, I'll show you the deck real quick. The way I have it built is Stitch in Time, Tamiyo, the actual Tamiyo card, NUllhide Ferrox, Finale of Revelation, Days Undoing, Walking Archive. I play Casualties of War here because I like to be able to eliminate a lot of the stuff that's on there. Connive, Narset Part of Veils, and then Narset's Reversal, so that I can take one of their cards and play it against them. I just like full mana cards. Anything that says full mana, I'm pretty much down for, especially if I don't have to wait till next turn to play it. Anyways, so there's a couple of different versions of the build. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, let me know. It's a strong control deck. NUllhide Ferrox and draw is really what it is. And you can use either Stitch in Time to take extra turns, or the other card, Chance for Glory. And either one of those cards will get it down. Now, if you use Chance for Glory, you're going to take damage from your creature, so you want to have some counteracting life gain, or you want to play that when you don't have any creatures on the board, or run a deck that doesn't have any creatures on the board at all, outside of NUllhide. Well, I guess you got to have NUllhide, don't you? You're going to take 8 damage, so that's not going to work. Forget I said that. I'm a professional, ladies and gentlemen. As always, I appreciate you. Hey, do me a favor. Like and comment. It helps the algorithm out. It hits this out in front of other folks so that we can help other people find this channel. People who create content for Puzzle Quest are so few and far between. I think I found like 1 or 2 other folks that are consistently producing content. And I think it's a really great game. I really enjoy this game. I think it's a lot of fun. There is a lot more strategy to it. It's very different than Magic the Gathering card, the cardboard version. But if you like and subscribe, it gives the algorithm a chance to put it out in front of other folks. Comment especially, that really does a huge thing for the channel. And I appreciate you. If you have any questions, thoughts, deck ideas, cards you want built around, comment below. I'll be happy to build them out for you and give you guys some additional content. Appreciate you, man. Have a good one. Stay safe. This is some challenging times, my friends. Stay safe, nerds. I appreciate you. I'll see you on the next one.